Here we go then, it's time for some Sunday night hockey. The Steelers against the Giants. Belfast looking for a 4-point weekend after victory over the Storm in Altrincham. For the Steelers, it's a similar storyline. 6-3 in their last 9. And Marek Pintz has improved slowly but surely after a rough start to his Sheffield career. He faces off against Stephen Murphy, who has, as Derek Walser told us, has been absolutely golden since the birth of his child. Ida Palm will pass it off to Wilson, who sends it long down the ice. Saric has to play it quickly around those boards. It's going to be held in. Steelers have put themselves in a bit of trouble here. Ganzak got it in deep, and now this could be a chance. Demare dumped on his backside. Here's Ganzak again, and Pintz has to be on the top of his crease to stop that one. 6:55. Ticks off the clock.
No Giant screen on that shot. All their forwards were trapped away from the goal mouth. They couldn't get anybody in Pintz's eye line, and he's been pretty solid so far over the last few weeks, particularly when he hasn't had any traffic in front of him. That was a clear side of that shot.
On Twitter, Sophie's watching, nice and warm in a giraffe onesie and Steelers jersey, hoping for a Nickerson-Fitzgerald fight. Here's Dowd. Still Robert Dowd, quick shot on the angle, rebound pops out, Steelers score! It's Levi Nelson picking up the pieces and let the Teddies fly. Still the Bears, they come from near and far. They're tossed onto the ice. Let's have another look at this goal then. Oh, we get a pretty big stoppage in play, but the Steelers had one chance, second chance, and there was Levi Nelson picking up the pieces out in front. And this line for the Steelers has been just a little bit cold. Just one goal between them in the last 4 games. And Levi Nelson is a spark plug to this team, should I say. Plays a hugely important part. Nickerson goes back.
Good back checking by Wire on that play, again making the interception. That's been a feature of the Steelers forwards so far in this game, how they've collapsed back to the net and been able to pick up those loose pucks in their own zone.
Steelers driving wide, trying to work one to the middle, backhand shot, Wise there in front, and Murphy covers up. Quick conversation between Nickerson and Desbiens. Nice move this. Peacock sends this one in, there's a rebound out in front, could be a real chance, goes wide. Oh, here we go. Gloves are going to drop and we're going to see a little scrap here. It's Mike Fordyce and Ben O'Connor. And they grab each other, a bit of a wrestling match ensues, and eventually Ben O'Connor gets the takedown. That one's been brewing for a little while. But they didn't like what they saw of each other then. Well, Fordyce can't get his gloves off here. Eventually he's kind of maybe in the fight now. And then the takedown comes. Well, Forney takes a 5-minute fighting major. And Ben O'Connor takes a 5-minute fighting major. Forney will step away. Long spell without a whistle. It's Higgins. Shot comes in, rebound pops out. Steelers will try and use the glass. They get it clear, and Nickerson back in possession. Walser. It's off the skates of Peacock and round. He didn't know anything about that. Moyer doesn't clear the zone. Belfast trying to put the pressure on here, having withstood a few moments in the last few minutes. Steelers open up the plate, looking for the pass out in front. Steelers with a chance, can they score? Empty net, they do. Desbiens! Steelers lead by 2, and that was a thing of beauty. Legui freezes Murphy, and he gives the gift of an empty net to Guillaume Desbiens, his 3rd goal in the Steelers uniform. Isn't enough. Giants send this one in, and flashy glove save from the quirky Steelers netminder, Marek Pitts.
The screen that Keith was trying to provide just arrived a fraction too late. By the time Keith had got across Pince's eye line, he'd already got the puck in his glove.
Desbiens. Forney will step back the other way. Steelers not trying to pinch. The ball gets taken out, and a couple of Steelers goes tumbling. There's a man down. Nickerson wants to fight Desbiens. Stepped across. Desbiens not interested at this point in the game. And a penalty coming. And a penalty coming on the Sheffield Steelers. Here we go. It's Desbiens and Nickerson. 2 very big men. Nickerson trying to get that big right going. He tried once before. Jersey jabs from both. Desbiens trying to get in close. Nickerson throws a couple of big rights over the top. Desbiens goes down. Keeps it going though. And they've had enough. What do the referees see here? That's the question. Catches him with one big right there. Just flush across the side of the head. Desbiens then kind of loses his footing. Get them in, let us know your thoughts. Maybe the man of the match for Belfast is the man who just scored. A tip that came out in front. Or did it go all the way through? Beach the man driving to the net. We'll see from this replay. Ganzak winds up, lets it go. We'll see who gets the credit, but the game is on. Fitzgerald will try and send around the boards. Giants hold in. Lloyd. Steelers try and get it out again. Huge hit on Desbiens. Steelers do clear the zone, and it's towards the empty net. 3-1. Game over. A 4-point weekend for the Sheffield Steelers.
Murphy remains on the bench. 6 skaters for the Giants for this face-off. And it's all going to count for naught in this game for the Belfast Giants. The Steelers will take the 2 points. They'll stay above the Giants. They'll flip one towards an empty net. It's going to drift wide. Are the Giants going to get back in time for an icing call? Indeed they are not. The final hooter sounds, and the game ends with a 3-1 victory for the Sheffield Steelers. It's a 4-point weekend, and as the Steelers approach the busy Christmas period, they will be pleased with the form that they're showing. So the Gordie Howe hat-trick is enough for Guillaume Desbiens. His goal, the second for the Steelers, will count as the official game winner, and he will get to do a fast lap. Big smile on his face as he sets off on the fast lap. Steelers not very happy he's taking a bit of a shortcut, but everyone enjoys those moves. Guillaume, a 4-point weekend for the Steelers, but it took a lot of effort to get there tonight.
Yeah, it was a tough weekend. A lot of traveling, but the guys were just stuck with it and kept it simple. And we're kind of a little bit of on a roll right now. And this is kind of where you separate the men from the boys. And we're kind of pulling away a little bit ahead in the standings. And that was a big win because Belfast are right up there with us.
It was a very tight game tonight. Even when your goal gave the team a 2-goal lead, it was quickly back to a 1-goal game again. Was it a game you ever felt comfortable in?
I wouldn't say you ever feel comfortable with a 1 or 2 goal lead. You always want to stay on your toes, and obviously when we took the 2-goal lead, we kind of laid back. We were a little too laid back, I guess, and that's when they kind of came at us and scored that goal. So that just tells you that a game's never over until it's over. So, but I'm glad we were able to get it in the end.
It was a very disciplined performance from the team tonight, just the one minor penalty.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much us being disciplined or the referee letting go a little bit on both ways, but he was very consistent in his calls, and team adjusted after the first period, and it was just that's just the way the game was played. It felt like it was back in the 1990s playing hockey, but those games are kind of fun to play into, and that made it just that much more enjoyable.
A couple of fights in your last couple of home games. You're really endearing yourself to this home crowd.
Yeah, it's part of my game, and sometimes things come up in a game where you have to answer for yourself or answer for one of your teammates, and that's part of what I do. And if I can step up for the guys and help in that way, I'll do it for sure.
Starting to develop a little bit of chemistry on that top line as well.
Yeah, we've been playing together for a couple games now, and we're not 100% going yet, but we, like you say, we're starting developing a little bit of chemistry, and I feel like in the next couple of games it's gonna reach its top, and we're working on it.
How are you finding life in Sheffield?
It's good. The first week was a little hectic, moving around, and with a family is a little hard, but now that we're settled in, we're starting to relax and enjoy it a little bit more, and it's nice to be part of a winning organization, and come here and play in front of so many fans, which I wasn't used to for the last year or so. So it's been very enjoyable.
All weekend's a tough, Paul, but a trip to Fife and then coming back home in ridiculous o'clock to beat Belfast, that's a fabulous 4-point weekend.
Well, it's been a 6-point week. We played here Wednesday against Edinburgh, and I thought we put in a real good offensive show and scored some nice goals and nullified what they had. We went to Fife, and we came away. I thought we played a really good road game. Wasn't flashy, but it was very. We played an intelligent game, smart road game, and we nullified and hopefully kept a lot of their opportunities to the outside, and with good defence and good back pressure from our forwards. And then tonight was a tight one, against a good club, a very good club, and. That second goal, you need that second goal, and it was a lovely execution from Wah to Leggy. Made a great play, and Desi was on the spot, and he really has been an impact for us, Desbiens, since he's come in. I'm really happy. He's a big part of our club, and he goes to the dirty areas. He does the little things. He gets low, great net presence, finishes his hits, takes whatever it needs to win a game, and he's been a huge find for us.
He stood up for Matthew, didn't he, against Edinburgh, and then tonight he ends up fighting one of the toughest guys in the league.
Yeah, and when you've got guys like him and Fitzy that do whatever they need to do to help their team win, that's always a positive. And I thought Pinky came in. I know he's not pronounced Pinky, it's Pinch, but I think he's getting stronger. We're playing stronger in front of him. I think our D now are dictating the play. Rather than getting ahead of the puck now, they're dictating the play, and our transition is really strong. We're coming at teams well, and really pleasing week. And it sets ourselves up for a big night in Braehead Saturday, then back here against Coventry on the Sunday.
Last 3 games, 1 goal against each night. Tell us, those that sit 300 feet away and watch it, what we're doing differently that's turned this around from conceding in bunches now to being just the stingiest team in the league.
Well, it's called confidence. That's what it's called. And people that don't play the game or don't play sport or haven't played sport don't understand that. And, and our jobs as coaches is when you come off the tracks, and we came off the tracks, and we didn't totally come. I mean, the way it's talked about is as if we were free-falling. We weren't free-falling. We were winning at home. We were dynamic at home. We were going on the road and opening up and playing a leaky game and pushing too hard. And, our confidence defensively was shot. So we have to put the team back on the tracks, and we have to look at the facts and tell the truth. And we have a very good bunch of professionals, a fabulous staff here. And, you know, you're always going to go through a lull, and we'll go through another lull. I can guarantee you right now, this league's too good. You know, people that think we're going to go on and win 40 games straight are from another planet. It's not going to happen. And when we go through that lull, we'll have the experience of what took us to get through this one, to get back on track again. And, you know, this is the professional game that we have here now. You know, no one has any God-given right to just turn up and win a game. There's too many quality players in this league, quality coaching, you know, quality teams. And you have to earn that right every single night. And we got back to earning that right. We know offensively we're talented. We know that. But what we were good at, we got away from. We've got back to being hard to beat. Solid goaltending. Really good defensive system. You know, and then when we get our chances, we execute. So, happy days.